English by the Nature Method, Chapter 15. The 15th chapter. Winter. One day this winter, John and his friend George went out together. John has many friends, but his best friend is George. They go to school together in the morning, and they play together in the afternoon. John and Helen are good friends too, but sometimes he is not good to her, and then they are not friends. George is the son of Mr. Smith's neighbor, Mr. Green. Mr. Green's house is next to Mr. Smith's house, and the two men are neighbors. John's room is next to Helen's and Baby's room, and the bathroom is next to Mr. and Mrs. Smith's room. The other day the two boys walked to a little lake near their homes. They had their skates with them. John's skates were old, but George's skates were new. John got his skates 2 years ago. They are old now. But George got his skates only 3 days ago. They are new. What is the name of Mr. Smith's neighbor? It is Mr. Green. Why do we call him Mr. Smith's neighbor? Because he lives in the first house after that of Mr. Smith. Has Mr. Smith more than one neighbor? Yes, he has two. The man in the house before that of Mr. Smith is also his neighbor. Why did George get skates? Because it was Christmas. When is Christmas? Christmas Day is the 25th of December. Are John's skates new or old? They are old. Are George's skates also old? No, they are new. He has had them only for 3 days. In summer the weather is warm, but in winter the weather is cold. The weather had been very cold for the last 2 days. Then John said to his friend George in the morning, "Now there is ice on the water. Let us go out and skate on the lake today." He said nothing to his mother. She would not have let him go. She would have said to him, "John, do not go and skate today, or you will go through the ice. The ice is not thick enough. In 2 days the ice will be 1 or 2 inches thick, and then you can skate on it. Today the ice is too thin, only half an inch thick, so that you will go through it and fall into the water." John did not put on enough clothes. He did not put on his coat. Hats and coats are clothes. In the morning people put on their clothes, and in the evening before they go to bed they take them off again. When you go out you put on your hat and coat, and when you come home you take them off again. When the two boys came to the lake they put on their skates and went out on the ice. When they had skated for some time, John fell through the ice into the water. When he came out again, he was wet and cold. He went home at once. When he got home, his mother said, "Your clothes are wet. You must have fallen into the water. You must go to bed at once, or you will get cold." John's mother said that he must go to bed at once. That is, he had to go to bed. Not in 2 or 3 minutes, but now, at once. Would John's mother have let him go to the lake? No, she would have said to him, "You must not go there today, you must play here." Must the children go to school every day? Do the children have to go to school every day? Yes, they must or have to go to school every day. Why did John fall through the ice into the water? Because the ice was too thin. Were John's clothes dry when he came out of the water? No, they were wet. They were very wet. His mother had to dry them for him. If you go out in wet weather, it will make your clothes wet. Then you must dry them when you get home, and they will be dry again. How long had the weather been cold? The weather had been cold for 2 days. Did John tell his mother that he would go to the lake? No, he did not tell his mother. Would his mother have let him go if he had told her that he would go and skate on the lake? No, she would not have let him go if he had told her that. What would she have said to him if she had seen him go to the lake? She would have said, "You must not go today, but in 2 days." What did John's mother say when he came home? She said, "Go to bed at once, or you will get a cold." Did he go to bed at once? No, he did not go to bed at once. He went to bed 5 minutes after his mother had said that he must. John's father had said to his wife, "Do not let the children go to the lake. The ice is too thin." The mother had said to Helen, "Do not put on that thin coat today. The weather is too cold. Put on your thick winter coat."